My child can learn and I can help. Hello and welcome parents to this podcast made especially for you by your very own teacher Jackie with the able guidance of the University of the West Indies. This podcast is entitled My Child Can Learn and I Can Help because it is my hope that after listening to the information that I have prepared for you, you will see yourself more as an important asset to your child's learning and education. Together, we will explore the important role you play in your child's life, investigate the benefits of your involvement in your child's learning, and highlight simple ways you can facilitate meaningful learning in your everyday interactions with your child. I urge you to get pen and paper to take notes, but most importantly, I encourage you to listen up and learn something new. The role of parents in children's life. We start off first with the role of parents in children's life. Now, the family has long been the backbone of society. The family unit has been known to be a means of care, support, and security for the young children in its fold. Considerably, the concept of familial involvement in the lives of children have long been hypothesized by brilliant theorists who have proven to society that families, particularly parents, play a crucial role in the growth and development of young children. Take Urie Bronfenbrenner's ecological framework, for instance. Bronfenbrenner's ecological systems theory hypothesizes that the environment affects the child, and in turn the child influences the environment, according to ECFS 2007, Unit 2, 2020. Though all levels are important, no level is more influential than the microsystem, which includes the parents. This suggests how crucial it is for you, the parents, to form effective relationships with your child and to rear and mold them in an environment that is positive. After all, meaningful relationships and a positive environment will allow your child to develop and succeed to his or her fullest potential possible. As research from the Federation for Family Development suggests, families are regarded as the most humane and economical to build competence and character. Therefore, they have an irreplaceable social role in the lives of their children. This is something that you should never take for granted. Now that we've explored your role, let us now review some of the benefits that your child stands to gain from your intentional involvement in their lives. The benefits of parental involvement. As a seasoned preschool teacher, I have had countless experiences with parents on both ends of the spectrum, that being actively involved parents versus uninvolved parents. While I cannot determine the science behind why this is the case, I can attest that children who have parents that are actively involved in their life and education perform, socialize, interact, play, and function better than most children whose parents are uninvolved and seemingly uninterested. It is evident that parents who take on supportive roles in their children's lives make a difference in improving achievement and behavior. Specifically, it has been recorded that the children who come from stable families are proven to be better disciplined, healthier, less likely to engage in drugs and criminal activity, and are less prone to mental illnesses, as Sika and Murati 2016 noted. Now, as it relates to education, Kolanoik and Vera 1971, as cited by Sika and Murati 2016, posits that children whose parents invest interest and time into their everyday life and education have proven to have a more beautiful and successful future. So, there you have it, parents. You may say, oh, they're young and they have their whole lives to spend time with you, but I urge you to take heed from the professionals and make the most of your child's early years. Now, I encourage you to stay with me as I help you to do just that with these tips. Simple yet meaningful ways to facilitate learning in your everyday interactions with your child. Some of you might say, oh, I don't have a degree so I can't teach my baby, or I have to cook, clean, wash, and make cash so I don't have time to teach my baby. Or there are some of you who really want to and just don't know where to start. Fortunately, I have prepared a list of simple activities you can do with your children that will be extremely meaningful to them. Number 1. Involve children in your daily activities. Children love to help, and when you allow your child to help, it helps them as well. Yes, it will take you longer to get things done, but by allowing them to help you, you foster their confidence and give them an opportunity to learn something new. Not to mention that it helps to strengthen the bond between the both of you. So if you're making rice and beans, let them help you wash the beans and pick the rice. That's fostering hand-eye coordination and fine motor development. Number 2, converse with your children. Almost any and everything children do in a day provides an opportunity for dialogue and conversation. You see, these serve and return interactions or back and forth, reciprocal verbal or non-verbal exchange that take place between you and your child will facilitate attachment and a sense of self. Moreover, it will introduce them to new vocabulary and enhance their socialization skills. So the next time you see your child making mud pies, approach them and start a conversation. Wow, you look like you're having fun. What's this? How did you do that? How do you think you can make this bigger, better, stronger, faster? Wow, you're doing so great. Number 3, allow them to play and play with them. Play, as the well-known theorist Jean Piaget regarded, is a child's work and supports their different developmental domains. For instance, physical play strengthens their bodies, keeps them fit, helps them with coordination, and has been linked to brain development. On the other hand, dramatic play allows children to think creatively, enhances their imagination, allows for them to experiment with language and social rules. And then, along with these, you should know that play occurs at varying levels. So sometimes children will want to play alone with an object, or they might want to watch someone play, while in other instances they might want to play beside or with others. You must always consider that play is diverse, it takes many forms, and it involves a variety of simple resources. However, your role in this is to give them that freedom to beat pans, mix leaves with mud, squish Play-Doh, and stack stuff. But even more so, to be open and ready to play with them so that meaningful learning and development can come from their play. Number 4, read, read, read. Believe me, there is no more important activity for preparing your child to succeed as a reader and lifelong learner than reading together. Parents, taking the time to read with your children on a regular basis sends an important message, and that message is that reading is worth the time. At the preschool level, children cannot pick up a book and read, but they can tell you what's happening by looking at the pictures. This is called picture reading, and it is very important to allow your child the opportunity to do this, so they can begin to internalize book pictures to real-world objects, and that can later be connected to its word in print. It is very crucial to children's language and intellectual development that you read with them and you allow them to read. With that said, I encourage you to pick a time that you can commit to reading to and with your baby and make it an everyday thing. Books like Alice Sherdo's Little Blue Truck, Sarah Aspinall's Penguins Love Colors, Jan and Kane's The Way I Feel, Matthew Cherry's Hair Love, and the many others are great to start with, so let the readings begin. Number 5, be open-minded to learning and using new things with them. As we all know, parenting does not come with a manual, and there is no sure way to parent right. However, just like I'm sharing valuable information to help you sensitize your children, there are numerous information, research, videos, and data to assist you in other areas of parenting. All it takes is an open mind and a willing heart to start. I am pretty sure that most of you have Facebook, but did you know that there's more to Facebook than posting and liking people's posts? Well, groups like the Neighborhood Important Families, Parenting in a Tech World, Kids Crafts and Activities, Working Mom Support Group, Dad's Net, Dad's Community Group, and many other parenting support and resource groups on Facebook are waiting for you to join and benefit from the awesome material they have to offer. And for those without Facebook, there are websites like Reading Rockets, Coloring Colorado, and NAEYC that you can also access for parenting and child development content. My point is, parents, there's nothing wrong with not knowing, but there is no excuse not to find out. I urge you to keep an open mind and do some research for enlightening and exciting things that you can do with your child. After all, parents who love learning will motivate and inspire their children to love learning as well. Yes! Now, we have come to the end. I do hope that you found this information to be helpful, and more so that you make a conscious effort to act on the tips that you were given. As a parent, you must remember that the most valuable investment you can make is the investment in your child. I wish you and your baby all the best as you work to become a more involved and invested parent. Thank you.